Gunshots, 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 gunshots. Yo. Durk's evil assassin, allegedly, how he set up Lil Pab's murder and snitched on Lil Durk, allegedly. This what they saying about Brick Baby. This one is going to be about Brick Baby. I sat back, I watched a lot of these videos, and I try and understand what's going on before I voice my opinion. And I think this is one I need to speak on. Brick Baby said that he would have given his Lil Durk's the information on where Quando Rondo was at because that's his friend. But Quando Rondo is a rolling 60s. I know real rolling 60s. Not saying that he's not a rolling 60s. I'm talking about I know rolling 60s that in the prison, they roll like they were supposed to roll. You understand? We got C-Dog from California rolling 60s. We got Big Kaz from rolling 60s. These are the brothers that taught me about what gangbanging was and what rolling 60s was because I was naive. I'm from New York City. We didn't have gangs when I was on the street. They was on Rikers Island back in 92. Back then, you know, all I had to reference was the movie Colors. So Kaz and C-Dog informed me, and they roll by the same rules as the street roll by. Rolling 60s, get my round of applause. All right, now check this joint out before I go to the intro so you can see what's really going on, man. Listen to this. This is where you have the hood clash with a civilian. All right?
Hey, it's BET weekend this week. You know what I'm saying? All the steppers gonna be in the city, right? Look, cuz, telling you like this. When you see me, you better tuck tail and run, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's my weekend.
And six, I got a dime on Charleston Whitehead. It could be more.
Me and you can't have no business. You threaten to put money on my life. I'm a victim of a crime against a gangbanger like you, and you out on fair. No. I don't want to fight. I don't want to box. Keep on running content on my name. I'm putting Kill Squad in the street.
Oh yeah,
Slide for Vaughn, right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, cause of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, cause of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lil Pab.
All right, so yo, check it out, right? Check it out. Now, this is where we gonna go at, right? You got Brick Baby and and the brother Charleston White, right? You got Brick Baby and you got Charleston White. Brick Baby is officially claiming the streets. From what I see, he is the streets. Not taking nothing from him, because Unique Mecca Audio, we stay neutral over here. But we speak on the street code. That's why this is the official gangster channel if you want to know about being a gangster. I found a good story on Swamp Stories. It's titled Durk's Evil Crip Assassin, How He Set Up Lil Pab's Murder and Snitched on Durk after being arrested. This is what they're accusing Brick Baby of. I don't know enough about this, but I'm gonna play this video because they go through his whole history. So if you wanna know who Brick Baby is, this is the best video I seen on YouTube, and it's on Swamp Stories, and that's how we blow each other up on YouTube, so we ain't got to do all the foolery making hate videos. We give each other props. So Swamp Stories did this joint. It's a crime scene. Sit back. If you subscribe, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Now, I'm going to take you over here, right? I'm going to take you right here. Let me see where I'm going to take you at real quick. Right here. Subscribe to Mecca Audio TV right now just to show some love. It's free. Go to Mecca Audio TV, subscribe, watch a video for a few minutes, give me the hours so I can get monetized on it. I already got the subscribers. Let's keep this going. You mess with Unique Mecca Audio, keep it 100. Let's go. Let's play this video and we're going to see where we at. But before I go any further, when Brick Baby said that he had a price on Charleston White's head, Brick Baby, I'm talking to you as an OG, man. I know you got plenty of good OGs out there, because like I said, rolling 60s, you got Kaz and you got C-Dog. Those are brothers you could talk to that I know for a fact that they stand by the code of honor. They stand by the code of honor. I'm going to play a video from Swamp Stories where they break down Brick Baby's history, and I'm going to do the commentary on that to give you the real on that. Now, let's get this thing started. All right, remember, subscribe to Unique Mecca Audio Mecca Audio TV is on the screen. Mecca Audio TV at YouTube. Please go subscribe and hit the notification bell and show some love. Now,
Avenue, located in the notorious Overhill section of the rolling 60s. Here is where a boy named Zaire Mitchell was born to a notorious Los Angeles family. Not notorious on an official or legal level, but notorious in the sense that they were known as a serious hustling family. So given their potentially dangerous lifestyle, they smartly decided to let Zaire stay with his grandma whenever they were handling business. Basically, throughout his younger years, he was between his mom's house on Bedford and his grandma's house on Donview Place. I say that to say that his family always wanted to put him in good positions, and that included sending him to private school as well. So growing up, Zaire attended Price Christian Academy and was known as a straight-A student and standout basketball player.
See, that's what I'm saying, right? We want the best for our children. They tried to put Brick Baby in the best position possible, and they did that. But when it's in your bloodline, you follow your bloodline. Your bloodline supersedes everything else. So Brick Baby followed his bloodline, and that's what led him to where he's at. Let's get this thing moving. All right.
Now I do want to point out that this isn't modern day or something, as the school is definitely located in the hood, but the point is that his parents put him in a good position. And early on it was really paying off, as Zaire had a bright future ahead. But then his parents would meet some people that would change his family's trajectory forever.
BMF, let's keep it moving.
While Zaire was in middle school, his parents would meet and build a relationship with Big Meech and Southwest T, the founders of the notorious BMF. Ooh.
Did y'all know that? Put it in the comment. Did y'all know that Brick Baby was connected, his family, through BMF?
This took their hustle to a whole new level. Basically, they started with helping BMF expand to the West Coast, but then they were actually invited to live with them in Detroit. This was a financial opportunity of a lifetime, and Zaire's parents would take up on it and flee to Detroit. Obviously, they would leave the kids back home to be raised by Granny, and this is when life would start to derail for Zaire.
You know how you try and do the best for your children? Like when my mother, right? Let's ride. Let's ride. When my mother and my father left the island of Jamaica, they came to America for my mother to get some house cleaning jobs. That means cleaning another woman's bedpan in order to make a living to send for her children, to bring them here to give them a better life. That was my mother's interpretation of giving me a better life. I came to this country, but it was in my bloodline. It was in my bloodline because my father was a gangster. and he did what he had to do. I witnessed that, and I followed in my father's footsteps, but I took it to the next level. The same as they had these same visions for Brick Baby to go to school, be the star basketball player that he was, and stay on that path. But he followed his vision from what he seen.
Once his parents left, he began to veer towards hanging out with his cousins in the hood, who happened to be notorious Rolling 60s members.
That's the same thing like me, right? I'm gonna do a lot of pausing right now, so you rat bastards. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds to get off my channel because I'm gonna do a lot of pausing on this video because I love it. 1, 2, 3. Take that with you on the way out, you rat bastards. I can't stand you. But let's keep this video going.
And unfortunately, as soon as he was introduced to the lifestyle, he knew that he wanted to be a part of the streets. But
see, that's the same thing. When they took me to Brooklyn, I'm gonna speed it up so when I do the pause, we can get right back to the video. When I came home, when I came over to America, you know, my family used to take me to Brooklyn. I saw my cousin, my family members. They was all rolling with the Gully Posse. So I seen how they was moving. I was fascinated, and I joined that. Big shout out to Danny Bones. Big shout out to Scarface Scully. Y'all know when I say Scarface Scully, Danny Bones, and big shout out to Chinaman. When I say Danny Bones, Chinaman, and Body Move, una yard know me a chat boat. You understand? But we was all family at one time, and then it broke apart, and that's where everything went crazy, just like what you're seeing right now with these American gangs. Pay attention. I'm going to do a video on it if you want it. Put it in the content. But I'm going to intertwine a lot of my life in with Brick Babies because I understand where Brick Baby is at. But I had my elders with me. Brick Baby didn't have his elders with him. So he followed the path the best he knew how by feeling his way in the dark, trying to get out this wet paper bag.
Because he was only 11 to 12 years old, his cousins refused to put him onto the hood, and as a result, Zaire tried to create his own gangs.
And we started some called Inglewood, California Crip. Me and my best friend, Infilo.
Then, after giving up that idea, he decides to join something else.
From there, I joined a clique called CIP. And
you see what I'm saying? He tried to start his own gang because it's in his bloodline. And then he wound up getting with another gang. Let's keep it moving.
It was completely irresistible players. And the police end up documenting this in the gang files as Crips in progress.
You see, the police documented how they want to do it, right? Let's ride. Like my man Lou Sims. We're going to take Lou Sims. Oh, and I want to give a happy birthday to Sandra Givens, right? It was her birthday this weekend. Her son caught me. They're viewers of the channel. He told me that his mom watched my channel, his mother. I was honored. Round of applause to his mother. You know, round of applause to his mother. So I decided to give her a shout out. Happy birthday, Sandra Givens. All right, let's get back to this.
CIP, so they changed it from completely irresistible players to Crips in progress because we was getting into so much shit in it.
See, that's why I stopped it, because I'm going to forget here and there because I'm riding. I'm in a good mood. Sit back. Lou Sims, right? They labeled Lou Sims' crew the lynch mob. You know what I mean? I'm going to bring Lou Sims up here. I'm going to let him tell you why the name lynch mob came out for them. We're not talking about the rap group in California. We're not disrespecting the rap group in California. But I'm talking about the original lynch mob from the streets of America. When you heard lynch mob, you knew somebody was getting laid down. Let's get it what it is. That's my son calling, right? Let me give y'all a little scenario how my life playing out. Let me come over here. I'm going to go to the whole screen, right? Let me tell you how my life playing out. You see, you got Brick Baby. Brick Baby had his family. I got my son. I got my family. My son is in jail right now, been in jail 12 years from he was 18 years old, and he's now 30 years old. I go to jail. When I went to trial, I'm a ride, so let's ride. When I went to jail, when I went to prison and I was going to trial, the prosecutor got mad because my child's mother got on the stand and they asked her, how did you know Unique? Because they're saying that allegedly the cars that was coming down with the 25 kilos for Virginia for my brother was going to his mother. So they wanted her to say that the drugs was coming to her house and she was the drug hug. And then I sent her money to do that. Now, she met a few of the mules, rightfully so. Now, she didn't have nothing to do with this case. And even if she did, I'm saying for the record, she had nothing to do with this case. Now, when she was on stand, they made her testify. They asked her how she met me. She said she met me at a 7-Eleven, she dug me, and she effed me. And then we had a child, and I was a wonderful father, as I learned from terminology today, from coming home in 2024, what they called or labeled me then, today in 2024, is labeled a wallet dad. A wallet dad. You see, I'm giving y'all jewels. I'm giving y'all jewels. A wallet dad is someone that pays and supports his kid, but don't spend time with the kid. Let me explain to you how a gangster from the street view that so you understand where I'm coming from. A wallet dad is because until a male child is 7 years old or a female child is 6 years old, this comes from the 5% of teaching, MGT, and which is Muslim girl training. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got, this is my man calling. Hold on, let me get him in here. Maybe he want to talk. Hold up. I'll do this. Yo, I'm going to bring my man in. If we could get lucky and get him to talk, we good. You know what I mean? But, I got to let him know that we on the joint. Yo, what happened, Star? Yo, listen. Before you go any further, right? Before you go any further, I'm doing a video and it's live. So if you don't want to be recorded, we know you's a gangster, but we know you trying to help the youth. So it's up to you what you want to do. Now, I'm on the phone. I'm doing a video on Brick Baby, which is a young gangster out of California that they're alleging that he set up Lil Durk and he sold the information where one of his gangbanger comrades was at in order to get the bag. And he said that the reason why he would have did that if he did do it, because he's not admitting to doing it, he's saying because the because the dude with the bag from Chicago was his friend, so he would set up his comrade to be unalived, which means bodied by the ops, because his ops is his friend, right? And would you like to speak on that? If not, you could tap out and let me know.
I'm not going to, because the mafia used to do that for back in the days, homie. That's a strategy that dudes do that. If you look at history, that's what the mafia used to do. Remember that?
Talk to him.
They used to call the man. They had him, but like I said, I'm not going to get in that because I don't know the facts. I'm not going to elaborate on that because I don't know the facts.
Exactly.
That's a serious situation, and what dudes need to do, people need to look at the facts before they start talking. Because we know we just did Fed time, homie. I just did 34 fucking years.
Don't curse. Got you. 34 years. Don't curse. 34 years.
Straight to the chest, homie. To the door. You know that.
I know.
Life sentence in 20 years, homie. You know? So dudes need to just fucking this social media. Dudes is vicious because you just like in the feds, what the feds do. 90% of the investigation starts over the phone. And dudes get on the phone and talk reckless, talking about dudes outside because of jealousy. It starts with jealousy, homie. You know that, yo, what that nigga driving? Oh, shit, he did this. Yo, that nigga won't send me no. Yo,
don't say the N-word either. Yo, family, family, don't say the N-word. If you want to tell them who you are, tell them who you are, because you know me and you getting ready to do a big slow down, let me talk, family. Yeah, see, this is my brethren, right? This is my brethren, another yard man. So, you know what I mean? But like for chat, and we going to take over the conversation. But I just want, hold on, slow down. You say a yard man that women cut me off. listen, let me tell you what's going on so that they understand and you understand. I'm recording this. If you want to say who you are, you're welcome to say you are. You know me and you get ready to do an interview. I'm lining up the interview with Lou Sims because I've read his book and I'm going to interview Lou Sims. And I know you got books and all that coming out. But if you want to say who you are, you can say who you are. But don't use the N word and the F word because this is for the youth. All right, let's go. Keep it moving.
But
All right.
bottom line, remember, every generation rewrites itself. These are new generations. These dudes, the rules and regulations have changed tremendously. There was a saying that once upon a time you'd be a gangster and a gentleman. That's no more. That's no more, man. Dudes don't value life. It's sad. My name is Michael, not Palmer, by the way. The first to get the conviction in Washington, D.C., get a life sentence because me and my co-defendants wouldn't become government informants. We took it, we went to trial, and the shit is connected with the Reagan and the Oliver North situation. Shut was coming in. We wouldn't become rats, you know? And I took it. So now I'm out, and it hurts my heart.
Okay, stop. I want you to tell, I got 120,000 people listening to me. I want you to tell them why you wouldn't become a rat bastard. And definitely got to give gunshot to the rat bastards. Why you wouldn't become a rat bastard?
That wasn't embedded in me. I'm a Jamaican. From Jamaica, we don't move like that. The way of life in Jamaica is dead. You stand up and take your responsibility. You understand? I know what I was doing. I'm not going to blame nothing about no white man did this and did that. I made a choice and the consequences were severe. Now, as a man, you got to take your responsibilities. John Gotti said it best when we was all in MCC doing push-ups. John Gotti said, yo, I don't understand these fucking guys.
Stop the cursing.
What? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't understand. All they want to see is the glimmer and the glamour. And don't know that this is the other side of the game. Shut your mouth. Keep your mouth shut. You know how it is. The reality, man. The boys, the alphabet boys, they play a vicious game. You know what I mean? And everybody want to get into the game, but don't realize that there's rules and regulation in this game. You don't just get in here like that. Once upon a time, you had to be brought in. But when that crack era came in, grandmothers, everybody, it was lined up. It's like a whore. The legs was open. Anybody and everybody get in. That's not how the game's supposed to be. There's rules and regulations. There's two societies, underworld and the regular society, man. You know, and there has to be a line. But right now, there's no rules and regulation, and it's crossing over on both sides. That's why society is the way it is, and people got to value life. These youngsters don't value life.
Okay, so let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this. This is a young man, right? His name is Brick Baby. So, but it's irrelevant what his name is, because I'm not going to put my man in the middle of none of this YouTube. Hold on, let me finish, man. Say, yard man keep cut off big blood clot, man. Relax, gangster. You know? This is the big homie, so you understand. This is Michael, not Palmer. You understand? He started the working 50s, which is the 50 blocks in Washington, D.C.
It was 50 rocks on me. Ain't no block.
Yeah, listen. Block, rock, whatever your blood clot you want to call it. Well, on start. You see a yard man that. Listen. Whether you call it 50 rock or 50 block, he's the one that started selling the $50 pieces in Washington, D.C. And then I went after him and everyone else went after him. You understand? I'm going to do
Money boulders for your shoulders. That's what he was called.
What it was called?
Money boulders for your shoulders. You spend $50, you make $250. Easy.
You know what I mean?
All right?
So that wasn't for users. He's saying you spend $50. Hold on, now let me explain that. Hold on. He's saying that when you spend $50 with him, you could take that same $50 block and you could break it down and make $250 profit. So you make $200 profit on your $50 when you cop from him. Of course, when a fiend went and got that 50 block, they smoking all night, screwing all night, and causing havoc all night until it run out and they got to get another 50 block. But we're not glamorizing that. We're just letting you know what it is, what it was, and that was their choice to get high, and it was our choice to violate the law, and it was the government's responsibility to lock us up for violating the law. And me, nor not Palmer, have a problem with them locking us up, but the problem was the time was what they called draconian. It was too much time when you had no violence, right or wrong, not?
It's a Fact. They wanted you to be an informer. If you wasn't an informer, you're gonna get time. You know, the justice system say you have a right, you're proven innocent till proved guilty. But in this system, no, you're guilty. When you get arrested, they got you guilty. You gotta, it's a burden, a hill you gotta climb to prove yourself innocent. You know, so it's a whole lot of things, man, on what we're doing in the 80s.
Okay, so what do you say about a dude that's in a gang that winds up? Listen, a dude. Let me say, could I ask the question, big bro? Now, what do you say about a dude that's in a gang and he give the information on one of his gangbangers to get bodied? You know what I mean? To the gangbangers ops because he says that the ops was his friend, so he gave up his comrade, or he would give up his comrade. We're not saying he did. He said himself out his mouth that he would give up his comrade. What do you say about that situation? Break that down.
First of all, this new gang situation is new to me. Secondly, they don't what's that word they use when you screen something?
Screenshot?
No, when you screen something, when you
interrogate, when you investigate.
They don't vet. First of all, 5% and you had different gangs. To be a 5%, you had to go through. You come up and somebody asks you what you want knowledge yourself for. They got to make sure, because the knowledge that you give somebody, you're responsible for it. Okay, with this gang, from my understanding, from my being in the system, and I learned this gang because I learned to respect them. Because I see the power of gangs, but it's not run right. With gangs, you can't just go along and bring somebody home. He has to be vetted, but they don't vet him. They use their emotions and bring them in. And then when he's not tested or vetted, when he's come upon a certain circumstances, that's when he's going to fall, because he was never tested. He was never put to the test to see, can he hold water? You know what I'm saying? All right, you remember when we were on the streets in Jamaica, when police, I say, yo, police, I say, yo, man, I slap you one time for talk and 2 times for shut up. Because you talk too much. They tell about stuff that don't have no relevance. But this new generation, they don't move off of rules and regulations. They don't move off of laws. They don't move off of principles. They're not. They're moving off of emotion. Oh, I like him. Bring him in. And you don't know that he has hidden agenda. It's a tricky situation, homie. What he did was wrong. It is no justification. It is no justification.
Ooh, and that's coming from Michael, not Palmer.
When you get in the mafia, what the mafia said, you got to be married to them. And sometimes they might tell you to go kill a family member. You got to do it, or else they're going to blow your head off. You see, a lot of people is not ready for all these organizations. They just jump in it. You're not ready for it, rude boy. You're not ready for it.
Tell them.
Listen. We've been inside, right? And I've been to 10 penitentiaries. I never been to no medium or nothing. And dudes that had name brands on the street, you know they come inside and it's a total different ball game. Niggas carry them because right then and there, they ain't no guns. And I'm gonna give you Lewisburg. The store used to be down in the basement. I don't care who you are, you better know how to bust your gun, or you better be about it, because niggas gonna try you. You understand? And my man started a thing, got every goon from every state, and they had a thing going on up in there.
All right, hold on. Before we go to that, hold on. Stop. Hold on. So no, we're gonna get into that. But what I say is, then don't get into it. Listen, whatever you want to get. Yo, all right, you see how Jamaican talk, but the two of us are talk over each other. Listen. What I'm saying is, you mentioned about the store in Lewisburg. Tell them about how the store in Lewisburg ran and why you mentioned that. I know why you mentioned that, but did you? Hold on, let me finish. Could I finish? You see how Yard Man cut you off? All right, but let me tell you what the question is. Tell them how the store in Lewisburg ran while you mentioned about the store being in the basement, then you could boogie. Yeah.
All right. To go to commissary, the store is downstairs. Lewisburg is an old jail. And you got to go downstairs, literally. Look like a tunnel. Commissary down there. The commissary is where you buy your stuff. Dudes go down there scared shitless. You come down there. If it don't matter who you are. If you came in with a high-profile case, the goons are waiting for you. And if you don't have a strength around you, they're going to eat off of you. I don't care who you are. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen some name brand dudes. That's going to be my next book. I was going to put it out, but my man said, don't do that. But it's burning me up because dudes are faking. Dudes come home and blowing up dudes that was getting carried in the system, homie, and it tears me up. But I'm not, but that's how it is. Prison is separated by two things. The feds are separated. It's not like the state. Tribalism and territorialism. And you got tested because somebody said, oh, that's such and such. He is this. Dudes are looking for you to carry it that way. A lot of dudes come inside and they totally opposite than what the media put a 10 on them in. And then them goons is looking at you. They come in there and give you that talk. Yo, look here, man, send this. You know what it is. Send this. Niggas is dropping 10, 15 bands. Yeah, that's a fact. So don't let nobody tell you about, yo, this, that, and all that. You know what I'm saying? The fans, it's not like
All right, so you saying that dudes is dropping 10, 15 bands to another inmate to survive on the compound?
That's right. You got to pay the way, play the player, homie. That's how it go. Homie, ain't nothing changed. And the cops know it. And some of the cops will allow it.
All right, so let me ask you this. So what would happen to P. Diddy, Allah forbid, if he winds up in prison and wind up in the penitentiary? How would P. Diddy be treated?
I don't know P. Diddy, but knowing how he moves, his money is long like Chinese smoke. So what he gonna do? He gonna build an army around him because somebody's gonna go to him and say, "Look here, homie, this is how we do this. All you got to do is make sure that XYZ get amount of money, and I got you." And that's how it is. That ain't nothing wrong with that. That's you playing the game. You got to play the game. That's how the game goes, homie. That's how the game goes. He's gonna protect himself. You're gonna build a thing, just same thing like he did on the streets. Ain't nothing wrong. That's how the game goes. It's just like gangs. There's two ways you can join a gang. You either gonna put in work or you're gonna bring financial economic. You're gonna bring financial economics to the infrastructure. Then you automatically move up. All right, that's how that go because they gotta eat. The gang is a family. It's just that there's rules and regulations. Every gang bylaws is one word that every one of them gotta respect, and that's respect. You gotta respect the next human being because your action reflects in the whole gang. So you have to reflect. You have to, and that's how that is. Man, you know how that go.
All right, so his actions of saying, because we don't know if he did it. Let me say it. Well on. You say, yard man cut me off again. Go on.
No, but anything telling, there's no need to explain that.
It's not explaining. Listen. Let me ask the question, rude boy. He said this whole Jamaican talk. My question is, so by him saying that he'll tell the ops where one of his gang members is at, knowing that they want to body his gang member, you know what I mean? What is that in our code on the street that we're trying to prevent the youth from going down?
Look, you homie, that's a violation. That's totally against, because you got in an arena that you don't belong. That is there's no justification for that. You can't give an explanation for that. You can't.
Yo, that's Michael, not Palmer. I'm not gonna hold him up because, like I'm saying, my for boogie, right? But that's all yard man shot. If y'all want a full interview with me and Not Palmer for see what Not Palmer is, want to put it in the comments, and we're gonna do what we have to do.
Can I make a shout out?
All the time.
I want to big up Washington D.C. I love that state. I want to big up New York. I love that state. I want to big up Jamaica. I want to big up England and Canada. To all the massive and crew, everybody, big up yourself. One love.
Yes, all right. Not Palmer that. Want to put it in the comments. I was going to do a whole video right now on this kid, Brick Baby, but right now already been on 35 minutes with this, and you did a great commentary, and I know the people want to know who you are, so we might have to speed up our interview, but I'm going to air this video today, and we're going to go from there. But, man, I appreciate you. And like I said, tell them who you are again.
What you say?
Tell them who you are again so they understand who you are and what your legacy is during the crack era with the 50 rocks. I call it 50 block.
My name is Michael Naturalist Palmer, Zane. The kids fell in Washington, D.C. We're from New York. And it was a working 50s. Money boulders for your shoulders, they used to call it. Okay? And that's how that go. Anybody in D.C. going to keep it real, going to recognize, I know. Cause I have a lot of friends in D.C. A lot of people I keep in touch with. That's a beautiful town. That town, like I said, I want to do a whole story on D.C. because people misinterpret and misunderstand the D.C. do. One thing I respect about them, D.C. has beef with every state. But guess what? They men. They there when there's a racial tension, they're going to be there on the front line. Then you have other dudes that's falling, but that right there, they funny as a motherfucker too. I mean, excuse me, they funny. They funny as all outdoors. Mm-hmm. Just like every state, you got yin and yang. But the majority of dudes that always, when I had the thing when we was in Terry Hudson, it was a racial thing with the ABs. Because I have an 016 number, they were there. I had to be involved with that. Okay, so give a shout out, big up yourself. You know who you are. I'm not going to call you all names because I don't do the name calling. But you all know who you are. You all know who I am. You know, and to Michigan and Ohio, to the youngsters that reached out to me that was in Lewisburg, man, big up yourself. You understand? And Idaho and Ohio. One love.
Yes, one love. All right. Chat to you later, all right? Yeah. All right. All right. So look, I'm gonna big up the names myself then. We got Antone White, aka Tone, right? That's one of the big homies because DC don't consider themselves as having one big homie. They're all men and they're all homies. So they're all big homies. But we got Antone White. We got ER, right? We got, I could go out Larry Moe, you know? We got Latif. You know what I mean? I could go on all day. We got Eon from DC Blacks Official doing a great job over there. Y'all go check out DC Blacks. That's my brother. Young man, I met him in the prison and he always treated me as a elder. And he's always been a man that knew how to communicate himself proper in front of an elder. So I want to give round of applause to Eon from DC Blacks. All right, and let's not forget Fly. You know what I mean? You know, Snow. You know, I could go on all day. You know what I mean? Yo, and I'm even gonna give one. I haven't watched the channel in a minute, but you got Psych out of DC, Official Gangster. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Psych. Go check out his YouTube channel as well. I haven't been over there in a minute, but you know, that's what it is. But we got men of honor from DC. We got Mo Styles. You know what I mean? I could name names all day from DC that were just men. Like, not Palmer said that we was, you know, gentlemen and gangster. And that's why I respect Larry Moe and Antone White so much and ER, you know, because, you know, Eon, you know, Goldie Dobie, you know, I got Hawkeye. You know, I can name even the younger generation. Y'all know Hawkeye from DC and Goldie Dobie from DC and Tony Stewart. You know what I mean? And Lil Pudgy. You know, I can name names. I was with all the gangsters out of DC. So the brothers from DC know what I'm saying. I normally don't even call names, but he said he wasn't going to, and we giving DC their props just so you understand that you got men. But you never turn on your comrade for nothing, not even $1. Remember, I'm asking y'all to go and subscribe, right? Go subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. Subscribe at Mecca Audio TV. If you're not subscribed at Unique Mecca Audio, hit the notification bell. If you subscribe, and then go to Mecca Audio TV and show some love. You already know. Instagram is on the screen, Unique Mecca Audio. Cash App is on the screen, Unique Mecca Hall. Hit the icon, make sure it's said it was created in 2020. I'm out of here.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26,
Yeah.
he back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Right.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in hall. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, make an audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now you trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the